Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today on the show, we're going to be discussing the latest update to Grand Theft Auto Online's vehicles with the huge new vehicle pricing overhaul update. Many players were eagerly anticipating this update when it was just basically previewed a day ago, hoping for some adjustments to make these vehicles more accessible. However, the excitement has quickly turned to a disappointment for many players as some of the really good vehicle prices have skyrocketed, and the Twitter community, for example, is buzzing with upset players who feel that new players are getting the short end of the stick, and I agree with that, while also existing players are also left to deal with these exorbitant costs. And in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at these price changes, discussing the impact they have on the game, and offering some insights and tips for players who may be struggling to keep up with new costs. And so if you're a GTA Online player, this is a video you definitely do not want to miss out on. And so with that said, if you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything GTA Online and Rockstar games, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. The source of this information is coming directly from Rockstar Games and their newswire, which I will have linked in the description below for you to check out. And I just want to start off by immediately saying, if they knew that these changes were going to be well received by both new players and longtime players, this would be headlining today's newswire, but it's not. It's dumped all the way at the bottom, at the very end of the newswire, just in case you didn't scroll down far enough to notice, because as you'll see when we break down all these new prices, it's much worse than I anticipated. And that's not to say it's all bad. There's actually some decent changes here where they reduce vehicle costs, but you be the judge and see if this is right for you. Now, Rockstar did say they were also going to continue to monitor other players' favorite or most used vehicles and see what other alterations, tweaks, and changes they could make to those, and so I wouldn't be surprised if we see this trend continue into the future while we wait for the Grand Theft Auto multiplayer of GTA 6 to release. So, jumping into all the vehicle changes, the Armored Boxville has gone from $2.926 million reduced to $1.3 million. The Buckingham Akula helicopter has gone from $3,700,000 to $4,500,000. The newer DeClassy Granger 3600 LX has gone from $1,380,000 to $2 million. The Scramjet has been increased from $3.48 million to $4 million. The Dubachi Champion has got an increase in price from $2.995 million to $3,750,000. The HVY Chernobog has decreased in price from $3.3 million to $1.5 million. The Impante Deluxo has increased in price from $4,721,500 to $5.75 million. The Impante Ruiner 2000 has been decreased in price from $5,745,000 to $3,750,000. The Mammoth Thruster has been decreased in price from $3,657,000 to $2,500,000. The Mammoth Tula has got a decrease in price from $5,173,000 to $4.1 million. The Stromberg has got a decrease in price from $3,185,000 to $2.5 million. And here's where we get into some good ones. The Pegassi Oppressor, the OG one, has got a decrease in price from $3.5 million to $2.7, so that's pretty good. But the Pegassi Oppressor Mark II has got a massive increase in price, over 100%, from $3.89 million to $8 million. Basically, before Rockstar changed the values of shark cards, they're pricing the Pegassi Oppressor Mark II as a $100 vehicle or DLC vehicle in this game. Now, I think you're getting like close to $10 million with $100 worth for a shark card, but still, that is very, very expensive. We don't see this types of like bundles or microtransactions in other premium games, besides if you're getting like an Ultimate Edition or something like that, or just buying premium currency. But just one single item, that's crazy. The Pegassi Toreador from $3.66 million all the way up to $4,250,000. The Pegassi Weaponized Ignis is getting changed in price from $3,245,000 to $4.5 million. And the RM10 Bombushka is getting changed in price from $5,918,000, dropping down to $4,750,000. Now, if you're looking in game to see if you can take advantage of these new vehicles, they haven't been changed in price just yet. That is coming April 27th. I want to make that very clear, but Rockstar did announce this in their newswire today, that these are the vehicle pricing adjustments and the vehicle overhaul update that we should expect 2 weeks from now in April 27th. Now, I want to briefly discuss each of these vehicles and basically basically give my thoughts on, like, you know, if they're worth it or not when these prices change. Starting off with that box fill, it's just a heavy duty armored truck with a lot of durability and protection, and it's not really that useful, but if I were to give it a usefulness reason, it's useful for maybe transportation and protection in like some dangerous situations, but it's not worth it. I would argue this vehicle should just be free. The Buckingham Akula. This is a stealth attack helicopter with some advanced weaponry and armor. This is perfect for surprise attacks and quick escapes. I think it's still worth it even after the pricing change, but of course you're going to be spending more money. The Granger 3600 LX. This is a large SUV with good handling and off-road capabilities, and it's useful for transportation and off-road exploration. I don't know if it's really worth it with the price increase. Same with the Scramjet. It's just a sports car with rocket boosters and a jump ability, good for stunts, high-speed chases, but it's a lot more expensive now. Then we move on to the Debauche Champion. This is a luxury sports car with good handling and high speeds, great for racing and stylish transportation, but that is very, very expensive right there. Then we move to the HVY Chernobog. Definitely really not worth it. It's just a mobile missile launcher with a lot of firepower and armor, perfect for long-range attacks and defending against enemy threats, but of course you're just a big target with that thing. Then we move on to the Impanti Deluxo buff. This is a sports car with the ability to fly and hover, great for transportation, aerial combat. Definitely still worth it after the price buff, but you know, again, you're going to be paying more money for it, so keep that in mind. And you're going to see this theme carry on, and so I want to discuss that a little bit later on in this video. Then just skipping ahead to some of the other good ones, the Pegasio Oppressor Mark II. It's an upgraded version of the normal Oppressor with even more advanced weaponry and speed. Great for aerial combat and quick transportation, but it has gotten nerfed a bunch of times, and now you're paying almost 100% more, actually a little bit over 100% more for this vehicle. The Toreador. This is a sports car with the ability to transform into a sub. Great for transportation and underwater combat, but also you're paying a lot more money. The weaponized Ignis on basically the next gen console, sports car with advanced weaponry and armor, good for high speed chases and other combat situations, paying a lot more money. The Bombushka got a big nerf in price, but you know, it's a terrible plane, it's slow, all that. And so really what this is doing, and I'm going to get into this, and I think right now this is just pissing a lot of players off because a lot of the good vehicles got massive price overhauls going upwards where they're going to need to pay more money, and the vehicles that got discounted, yeah, you're getting a huge discount on some of these vehicles, but like the Bombushka, it's kind of worthless. The Chernobog, kind of worthless. The Tula, not even that great. The Thruster is kind of cool, but that's really all we have time for today. All I wanted to do was take a closer look at the recent update to Grand Theft Auto Online's vehicle prices and the impact they have on the game and its players. And while some people, including myself, may argue that changing the meta in games is a good thing, personally, I'm thinking of an example like Warzone 1 and Warzone 2 where they're changing weapon damage values, etc. It is important to note that Rockstar simply adjusting the prices of old vehicles in this GTA is not going to be enough to, one, keep the game fresh and also not keep it engaging for all players. I think it's really hurting the new players, whereas older, long-time players who already own all these vehicles don't really see much of a downside in terms of cost because they already own them and so they don't need to buy them again. But the griefers can continue on with their day unaffected because of the vehicle's performance, utility, and the vehicle's offensive overpoweredness in some situations has not been changed at all. That's what Rockstar needs to focus on. New players basically are getting the short end of the stick because they need to work much harder for the same vehicles and to be able to purchase them, and that's about it. Now, it is possible that Rockstar may need to consider other changes such as introducing new vehicles or adding new features to the game to truly enhance the overall experience for both new players and existing players if that's what they're going after. And I just hope that this video has provided some useful insights and tips for players who may be struggling to keep up with these new costs, and I'll continue to keep a close eye on any future updates to GTA Online and report back here on the channel when I hear of them. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks. We'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. You're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.